Welcome back to today's class. My name is Miss Steeler and you are Vario 2. Today I'm going to teach you all about a new tense, but first let's have a recap of what we have learned before. A few weeks ago we discussed the following: the present perfect simple. I hope you will remember when to use it and how to form it. So, when do we use it? We use it to mention things in the past that are still relevant now. For example, most of us have been here since last year. This indicates that we were here last year and that we're still here now. And how do we form it? We use have or has plus the past participle, which in Dutch is het voltooid deelwoord or derde rijtje. Now, to introduce you to the new subject, the past perfect simple. Rings a bell? It looks a lot like the present perfect simple. The only difference is, of course, that it isn't present but past. So, when do we use this? We use it to refer to something that happened before another action or event in the past. So, for example, the meeting had already started by the time I arrived. As you can see, for this tense we can make use of a timeline, which indicates past, now and future. But for this tense, we will only be looking at the time between the past and now. The past perfect simple is always your earliest action or event, so in this case, the meeting starting. The past perfect simple in this case is had started. Anything else that happens between your earliest action or event and now will get the past simple, so in this case, arrived. Now, how do we form it? As you might have noticed from the example, this is the way we form it. Had plus the past participle, which again in Dutch is het voltooid deelwoord or derde rijtje. Examples for this tense are: when I arrived at the station, the train had already left. If you keep your timeline in mind, you will notice that the train leaves before you arrive, making that the earliest action, which means that you have to use the past perfect simple. The other action, you arriving at the station, gets the past simple, in this case, arrived. So, for your second example, after I had looked in all the drawers, I found my keys in my pocket. The earliest action on your timeline would be you looking for your keys. That's why you use the past perfect simple here. You finding your keys is the second action. That's why you use the past simple, in this case, found. Third example. Yesterday I met a man who had worked with my grandmother. Which action happens first? The man working with your grandmother, so that needs to be past perfect simple. You meeting the man afterwards needs to be past simple, so met. For your final example, everything was white and beautiful because it had snowed in the night. First it snows, which needs to be past perfect simple. Then it is all white and beautiful, so you use the past simple, which in this case is was. Good, let's practice. I've got 4 sentences for you to practice. The first one. I found a letter on my desk that I ... to post. As you can see, we've already got a past simple in this sentence, which means that you need to make a past perfect simple out of forget. For your second sentence. After Matthijs ... the report, he realized that it was too late to email it. Again, we already have a past simple, which is realized. That's why you need to make finish into a past perfect simple. Third sentence. When Charlotte ... her lunch, she sat down to watch a film. Again, we've already got a past simple, which is sat down. Now you need to make a past perfect simple with have. Final sentence. When they went into the office, they saw that everyone ... home. Again, when does your past simple, so you need to form a past perfect simple with go. Let's check. First sentence. I found a letter on my desk that I had forgotten to post. As you can see, we have used the past perfect simple, had and forgotten. Because we already had a past simple which was found, forget needs to be past perfect simple, forming it with had and the past participle, which in this case is forgotten. Second example. After Matthijs had finished the report, he realized that it was too late to email it. We already had a past simple which was realized, so finish needed to be past perfect simple, forming it with had and the past participle, which is finished. Third sentence. When Charlotte had had her lunch, she sat down to watch a film. We already had a past simple which was sat down, so we had to make have into a past perfect simple. As you can see, this is quite a tricky sentence because you've got had twice, and this is possible because have is your main verb. Since had is your past participle when looking at have, you can have had in your sentence, once as an auxiliary verb, once as your main verb. Final sentence. When they went into the office, they saw that everyone had gone home. Again, we already had a past simple which was went, hence why go needed to become had gone, which is the past perfect simple. We have had and gone, which is the past participle of go. So, what have we learned today? We've been talking about the past perfect simple. I hope you all remember when to use it and how to form it. When do we use it? We use it to refer to something that happened before another action or event in the past. How do we form it? We form it by adding had and the past participle together, past participle being in Dutch het voltooid deelwoord or het derde rijtje. Good. I hope that you all know when to use the past perfect simple and how to form it. Thank you for your attention and have a lovely day.